Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 52 of the Mayhem Show with Mark May with co-host Lewis Perry. Tonight we have one of my best friends in the industry since day one. It almost feels like 2016, Miss Murphey Luedke. She is going to be on the show here in about 6-7 minutes. We're going to bring Lewis on here in just a second. Mike Wilazowski says, hello all, Mayhems and hers. All righty. Guys, I got to tell you, it's been a crazy week. We have been getting rid of Valak edits, getting them all done. That way we could get this book out to the printer right before we launch Gin Garden Shred 2 this Friday. Going to be a great time. I hope you guys join us for that. It's going to be the last issue of Gin Garden Shred 2. We're going to be showing you a promo video of it for some of the covers as in a work in progress right now. And then we're also going to be showing you kind of the new graphic we have for 8 of the covers that we currently have done. And then we'll also show you one more. Guys, mine's going to be a mystery cover again. So that will be covering my cover. It worked out good for Valak, right? So let's bring Lewis Perry on without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen. Lewis in the house tonight. Lewis, how's it going, brother?
What's going on? How are you doing? Tower of power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Ooh, yeah. How you doing?
Another beautiful night in paradise, brother. Can't complain too bad. I got you in the house, so really happy to have you. Dude, look at that championship belt, everybody. Lewis is in the
Number
house.
one in New England, yeah.
Number one in New England.
I got the wrong glasses on.
No, those glasses look badass, Lewis.
Oh, you like these one? All right.
Yeah, those are looking great.
It wasn't going with the purple.
I mean, it's looking good, man. Look at
that. Who's that right there?
We got a big Kickstarter coming on Friday called Gin Garden Shred 2, my man. It's the second episode of Gin Garden. We're going to show that cover video off right now so all the people can see it. Woo! Let's go ahead and clear that off, ladies and gentlemen. What'd you think of that, Lewis?
I loved it, man. Angry Geeks approved.
That's what I like to hear, man.
You got it. You got
That's
it.
what I like to hear.
Absolutely.
Lewis, tell me what you want to
Yes.
tell me this week. Tell me something good, man. What's been going on this week that's good with you, dude?
Oh, it's been Valentine's Day, baby. You know, the love is in the air. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh la la. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you know. Love is in the air. Ooh la la.
Michael Helske
That's right.
says DNS2 covers look awesome. Thank you so much, brother. All right, guys,
Love is
without
in the
any
air.
further ado, let's bring on Murphy Luedke. Murphy Luedke in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
Murphy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Ooh, the southern accent. Look at that. Hey,
Murphy, this is Lewis. Lewis, this is Murphy.
Murphy, are you a seamstress?
Oh,
You know what this shirt's made out of?
boyfriend material.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mark Residina. I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start off with the first question. You know what's coming. Murphy, what is your favorite place to eat and in what city at what con?
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, the language. Calm down.
Whatever.
I
What
mean,
the?
you gotta pick a style. I don't know if I have like a favorite. Okay, no, I do have a favorite restaurant, but it's not even con related. It's just the best vegan food ever, which I'm not vegan, but I can't have dairy, and so I can have like cake and shit there. So Spiral Diner.
So you want your cake and eat it too? Yeah.
Although
Okay.
ramen, I think the best ramen place I've ever had was in Portland, and that was amazing. I don't remember what it's called.
What'd you get? What was the dish that you got?
Ramen, she just told you. Pay attention.
Yeah, but what's in the fucking ramen? Ramen's just
Noodles. Noodles. What do you think? It's ramen.
Noodles? Come on.
Yes.
It was
Ramen.
weird. They had like a
noodles.
bunch of different kinds. I got it was like a curry ramen, so it was green. It was delicious, and they brought out a bowl of just garlic, so they were like garlic with a garlic grater, so we could just put as much of it as we wanted in.
Oof. That's kind of disgusting.
Oh, it was amazing.
You gonna stay in character all night tonight?
Baby.
Oh God. All right, Murphy, this could go sideways here real quick. Lewis, you're up, my man.
I'm up for what? I'm up for anything. Yeah, I'll sing a song.
So, Murphy, what do you like to draw on your comic book covers? Tell me in a song, please. Right now. Come on.
I was gonna pick up the mic, but it'd be so long. It would be so loud.
First off, Murphy is a comic publisher.
Oh, we got a duet.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I'm not an artist. I'm a writer. I used to draw, but I'm not. No,
Okay.
I don't do that professionally. I'll draw on my face.
I would like to say this, though. I would like to say this.
See, I went to see my therapist the other day, and she said I was OCD. One cool dude.
You are, Lewis. You are. Dude, before you ask your question, let me tell everybody this out there.
I just did. I'm in a cave. I just did. I just asked him. Hello, God? God, hello? Mom? What's going on? Anyway, I just asked a question. What? Come on, quick. Go. Who's that?
There you go.
Ooh, yeah. Come on, she's busy. Talk. She ain't got all night. Neither do I. Go.
You want me to talk?
Yes, this is your show. It's the Mark May Show, which means you talk. I'm just here. She's the guest. You entertain.
So, the first page ever that was going to be for Hellbringers #1.
Oh my God, it's so boring. Oh my God. Hey, I'm getting a phone call. Mark, hey, it's nobody. He says he knows you.
Are you punishing me? Have I done something to you?
Wait, hold on. Here. No. Okay.
So, Murphy.
Hi,
I am
Murphy.
friend-
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, that's it. Oh, Adina in the house saying, Lewis, what the
He just got this soundboard, didn't he?
No, I know Adina. Hi, Adina. Hi. Mark's being a baby. He's crying.
I am?
Yeah.
All right. So, the first ever page for Hellbringers #1. Back in 2016, Murphy actually did the color test for it back in the day. Speaking of her art career, which we were following up on your question on that one, Lewis. She also did color work for Lady Death on a cover. Is that right, Murphy?
I did, yeah. Well, I did flat work for Jamie on a couple of things. So it was a short-lived career. I was doing I was Jamie's sales manager, Jamie Tyndall. And
Oh, I thought you meant that Jamie.
no,
Because that's her name. That's Jamie.
Is that Jamie?
Yeah, that's my Jamie. That's my co-host. That's Jamie. Hi, Brett. Dig it.
Yeah. I wanted to break into the comics industry and try to be a colorist, and it just ended up not being my bag. But
it worked out pretty well for you because now you're a writer with your own series.
Yep.
And that series is doing pretty damn well on Kickstarter. For every time I see your numbers, it looks like they're going up. Not only that, but they're way over mine. I'm just saying, guys, like she's killing it on KS. So Murphy, tell us your KS secret.
Well, I've already mentioned, of course, Jamie Tyndall. I know that name is really familiar with everybody. So, he and Sean Hidachko were the creators of this universe of Miss Meow and Merc in general. And so, when we started the comics, we had, it was Jamie Tyndall design. Like he was he was the one that originally came up with Miss Meow and did design for her. So a lot of it was, his fan base came on and supported us. And a lot of his fans, we had a group of like 1,200 people that were in a live sale group. So for all of 2020, they got to know me doing his live sales. So whenever we just like announced Kickstarter, we had all these people that had gotten to know me, as just like the live sale person for so many months that, we're really excited to get on and see what I could actually do, creatively. So it's been fun.
That's cool. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite part so far of the Kickstarter process, being a writer, doing all of this? Because, I know it's stressful as a publisher. So tell me a little bit about your process.
Oof. I mean, I'm so up until very recently, like the last 6 months, I was every position in Merc magazine, with Merc Publishing now. I think my favorite part, I really love the sitting down and writing a script, because what I get in a room, I like turn down all the lights. It's a lot like this where I just have like one light and everything else is dark, and then I just play like video game soundtracks or like sci-fi music or fantasy or whatever, and I just get like really into a zone, and that to me it's really nice to just kind of be able to shut off the world for that.
What's your favorite video game soundtrack?
I was doing Outer Worlds, a game that came out I believe in 2020, has a really good, cool soundtrack that's nice for writing too.
What's it like? Because I use Skyrim soundtrack myself when I'm writing. So I know exactly what you're talking about, which is Elder Scrolls. It's not the same thing, but what's yours like?
It's very like, so Outer Worlds is, the game is you're literally just, it's like the most open map game that you could ever imagine, because it's galaxies,
Ooh.
that you like traversing. And so it's very kind of, it's like sci-fi, but like more like, it's kind of like 8-bit. It's like somewhere between 8-bit and sci-fi. So it's kind of like bouncy and fun, but it's also like kind of cool and weird.
That makes sense. And that's kind of what your story feels like. It's kind of like the feel of it. So like, do you think like the music helps write the story for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I listen to music that is close to whatever's going on in the story. So like with Death Rage, a lot of time I'll put on like so I'll put on something harder. It's not sci-fi and fantasy. It's like rock instrumental. It's always instrumental with me though. And then with Miss Meow, like in this issue that's on Kickstarter right now, we have like we're taking a sci-fi turn. So that one I'm listening to a lot of sci-fi. But then like with Catfight, it's she's got really kind of like the dark storyline. So I'll put on like something like dark and grimy and like depressing. And I always kind of work it with whatever the content is.
Lewis.
Yes.
You're very pretty.
Oh, I know. I tried. I'm the tower of power. I'm too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey, but space is the place and sky's the limit. I know, Mark. I know. What can I help you with?
Nothing. Tagging out.
Why do you get so flustered? I'm trying to help you here.
Oh, I'm not flustered, brother.
You sure?
Brother.
No. Are you? What was that, Murphy? I totally missed it.
I was just brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that's what you got to say. I know. I totally got it. So, Mark, why are you tagging out, Mark?
I need you to ask the next question, Lewis.
Oh, you need me to ask now. Where did the concept of Miss Kitty Cat come from? And what is Merck? And I know you are the what are you? The CEO of Merck, CEE of Merck, general manager of Merck, something like that of Merck. You like this bandana? You better like this bandana. I was gonna wear my cowboy hat, but I couldn't get it over. My earpods weren't working. Yeah.
I'm as of now, I'm the COO, editor in chief, and then writer. We're in the process of bringing on new editors. When we started this, it was literally just like Jamie and Sean. So Sean lives in Indiana, Jamie lives in St. Louis, and they, during 2020 were swapping products to kind of like, keep both their business going. And since it's only a 3-hour drive, they would like meet halfway between. And just on a couple of those, throughout like maybe like a month or two, they would just kind of meet up in a parking lot and just bounce ideas off each other. And, Merck Magazine or the Merck universe kind of just was created in, over like a month or two of them just kind of taking a time before they drove home in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. And
I've been there.
Talking about it a little bit more seriously, I pretty much just stuck my neck out and was like, Jamie, like, can I write it? Can I do it? And he was like, oh, you're a writer? And I was like, yeah, like I've done that. And so, yeah, I did the first script, go with it, and it all just kind of flourished from there.
All right. So who are some of your biggest influences?
I mean, this is going to sound cheesy, but my dad is a writer, comic book writer. And yeah, he had a shop in the 90s, and I went to Comic Cons with him when I was a kid. And so, he's the first person I ever sent a script to. And so I really like, I'm following in his footsteps. And then Alan Martin and Tank Girl is my favorite comic out there. And so I try really hard to kind of bring that sort of essence, to Miss Meow is not necessarily that type of character, but I want that sort of, that serious and silly mix, in our comics.
Oh, so you're getting along great with me then. How heartbreaking was the movie for you?
I'm about to break your heart. I was like 2 years old when it came out, so I really loved it when I saw it when I was 6.
Okay, well, see, that's the thing. The Green Lantern movie, I loved it. How about that? See? You can't. No, I get you. I get you. When I saw the Green Lantern movie, I love it. You know why? Because it's the only thing we had.
Yeah.
Get it. Dig it. Plain and simple.
No, I still love the Tank Girl movie.
Yeah, I had no
Stone
problem with it.
Age.
I loved it myself. I had no problem with it, not at all.
Mhm.
Mark,
Yo,
stop vaping and post the comments. We
all
got
right.
comments coming in.
I got comments going. All right. Stone Abdullah in the house says, good evening, everybody. He says, we are in here. Andrew Dodge also said, Outer World is a kick-ass game.
It's
Okay.
so pretty.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. This is the Mayhem Show with Mark May, co-host Lewis Perry, Murphey, Luedke on the bottom down here. Miss Meow, creator, is talking about a sci-fi twist just a second ago. Why don't you tell us about that sci-fi twist in your story?
So that's, like I said, this was Jamie's brainchild at the beginning. And so, when we started writing it, it was a lot of Jamie's ideas, but as it's kind of grown and the story has progressed, I've gotten to take a lot more creative control. So here in issue 4, there's a big reveal at the end of issue 3, and then issue 4, you go to space with Miss Meow, and I'm obviously from like the music that I listen to and all that stays. It's pretty obvious I'm a big sci-fi nut, so I'm really excited to be able to take Miss Meow in that direction and hopefully keep taking her in that direction. I have ideas. I just need them to be checked, approved.
What
So
sci-fi?
when you
Oh, go ahead, Lewis.
no, I was like, when you with you being a writer and editor, so who do you choose to get yours check and approved? Is it Jamie and John? Are they checking? Okay, are they checking off your ideas?
I mean, that's for a while it was really just me kind of running the ship while they were both, it was still like mid-pandemic and they were both very focused on keeping their businesses going. And now that we've all kind of gotten our feet on the ground and things are heading back to normal, they're both kind of taking a little bit more of an interest in like the stories and where it's going. And obviously we had our biggest Kickstarter ever in December with Born of Blood, and so now they're like, oh wow, like we need to really focus on this. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Mark,
What's your sci-fi influence as far as movies go? What's your favorite sci-fi movie?
So there's 2 answers to that question. There is my favorite sci-fi love, and that is Star Wars. I will forever love everything Star Wars. Even Solo. Y'all need to give that movie a break. But
I must obey my master.
I like Solo. I thought Solo was good.
I'm so pissed off. I let people convince me it wasn't good, so I didn't see it in theaters, and it's the only Star Wars movie I didn't see in theaters that like came out in my lifetime. So I'm really bummed about that.
It's a trap.
But my favorite like sci-fi movie, just plain, is Interstellar. Is just incredible.
I haven't seen it.
That movie
I have not seen it.
It is so good. Some people rag on the ending, and the ending is a little bit like wee woo, but I love it.
that's what Matthew McConaughey, correct?
Yeah. And before someone says it, it's not because one of the characters' names is Murphey. Because everyone always says that. It's really not. It just happens to be a part of it.
So, with your name being Murphy, do you believe in Murphy's Law?
So that's where the name came from. But I think that it's the same thing they say in the movie, which it's not everything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's anything that can happen will happen.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Mark?
So, Murphy, we have known each other for 6 years.
Oh, that poor girl.
You probably are the most tenured person in the comic industry that I've known since I got into it, besides Stephen Palava. I can't believe we're actually talking right now on this chat, honestly. It's pretty cool because, we haven't got to talk in a long time. The first time I ever had a great steak was actually because of you, because you forced me to go to that steakhouse in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, yeah.
Yes. And that was the best steak I've ever had to this day. I still talk about it, and I compare all steaks to that steak. Yep. So, and that was probably top 2 because we talk about food. The first thing we ever talk about on this show is food every single week.
I can't believe I didn't expect that question. Like, if you had told me ahead of time, I'd have had like a list of like top 5 in each category.
Well, that's true because you you've actually gone to more shows. See, the reason I bring this up, because in that 6-year span, you've gone to more shows than anybody I've ever seen. And I'm talking all artists, you know what I mean, that I know personally. How the fuck do you do it? Like, how do you, I just explain to me life on the road for as long as you did it. And again, I thought you were a little older than what you were, just because of how it's mentally, it's because of how mature she is. You understand what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, you don't say that to a
No.
lady.
Oh no,
No.
I was surprisingly young at this point.
At this point in her life, she's surprisingly young. She's pulling all this business.
What are you doing?
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay.
Like she's pretty much an entrepreneur as a woman who's just killing it at like 24 years old. So tell us a little bit about that experience on the road, Murphy, and your growing up process on the road.
I was 23. When I started, it was, I've always been, if you're a person out there and you have drive, if you feel like what you're doing, like your job is not fulfilling, the all of the passion that you have, fucking leave it. Like I was 23 years old. I had worked my way up and was a general manager of a retail store. And, at that point, everyone was really impressed with that. That seemed like something that, I could have stayed there for 10 years and probably would have ended up with a pretty cool career. But I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it. Working retail is awful. And, like I said before, my dad is a writer. And, at this point, he was doing Comic Cons as an artist, like selling prints. And, I went to him and just said, I went to them. I said, I really need to talk to you guys. And they would go, oh my God, do you want to move back in? I was like, no, never. That will never be the thing. And I told him I wanted to quit my job and do what he does. So, it's some, for a lot of people that want us to like go and do conventions, it's not going to be like, I was really lucky to have somebody that was a stepping stone into it for me. And also I wasn't the creator then, I wasn't selling my own product. I went and I sold other people's products, and I did that for 6 years. When was that? No, I did that for 5 years. And it's, it's really just, when you're at conventions, it's all about like, if you're watching and you're not a creator and you just go to a Comic Con, you go to your local city's Comic Con and you see all those people and you think like, oh, wow, this is so cool and new. But we see all those people in all these different places all over the country, tons of times. And so that's like, to live on the road and to live in the Comic Con world, you literally have to you create your little families. And, you can't go and stay in a $300 hotel every single weekend. You're going to go and shove 600 people into a $150 hotel. It's just about people, like most any jobs, but you really got to find people that you can lean on.
Right. Where do you see your creation going? I mean, what's your aspirations for your creation? I mean, we had other people. I talked to other people here with Mark, and I talked to other people on my show. And they say, oh, well, these people contacted me, but we're doing a Kickstarter for this. Okay, well, if they contacted you, then you shouldn't have to do a Kickstarter, because if they contacted you, they're paying for it. What's your aspiration for your characters? What's next for you and your characters? Where do you want to see it go? Do you want to see it animated on the big screen, small screen? Where do you want to see your characters go? What's next for you? So you can say, this is where I want to go. I did make it. This is where I want to be. What's next?
Well, I mean, you look at, Invincible and The Boys, like there's so many, Snowpiercer, there's so many great comic book shows right now. As, like Marvel's, they've taken over the comic book movie industry. I don't think I'm not going to get into the Marvel DC thing versus that. We all have our opinions. 75% of them are right. But having a TV show, I feel like there's such a great market for it. And every service now is trying to create their own shows, the Netflix and Amazon and Hulu original. Correct. I just think that would be the coolest thing. And then there's also the fact that my first love and the thing that I've always wanted to be is an actor. So I could just
an actor
pull my way into
thespian. Oh, I dig it. So where would you like to see your property go? I
As
mean,
far
what
as the
streaming
comic book-
service?
Yeah. I mean, I have no particulars there. I'm not
Okay.
a big fan of Amazon, but you know, do what you got to
Okay.
do.
So your comic, where would you like to see your comic go?
So, I mean, we have, you know, we're doing these monthly Kickstarters. So we have this entire year planned, you know, to publish comics. Once we finish 6 issues of Death Rage, then we have Kerosene is going to start. You know, we're looking on bringing on a new writer so that we can start a Catfight series. You know, we have so many ideas already. And like, you know, when we started this, we created a world. You know, we didn't just create these 3 characters, these 6 characters. You know, there's a whole lot of backstory to tell. And we could make comics forever.
Okay. All right. So with this universe that you're building, where is it available? I mean, are they available nationwide? Are they available just state to state, certain states online? Where are these books available so people can see them, get them, so you can get out there and you can say, yes, this is me. I am Murphy's here. This is my book. This is me. Come and read it.
So we're not in stores.
Okay.
Yet. That's all
Okay.
You can find us at mercpublishing.com. We have retailers all over the country, some in Canada. I actually just got our first retailer in the UK today, which is awesome.
Okay.
So
it's comic book day, Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got local comic shops all over the place that carry our stuff. If you don't want to go through us, I don't know why, but you can always go to your local comic shop and tell them, hey, get Merc Magazine or get Merc Publishing. Yes. Yeah, we're talking to some people. We're working on things.
Cool. Mark, your turn, please.
So, Murphy, I guess a good question would be to follow up for the future for you. Do you have any other characters in mind that you want to do outside of the series that you've already wrote so far?
So I have a character that is based off of one of my best friends that I have been friends with for 12 years. Back when I was 18, I worked at an IHOP and I would draw little comic strips on the receipt paper when I was, you know, had downtime or I was bored. And I based one off of my friend, and he's got this Jufro, and he's real skinny, and he's like always been there for me for every turn, every time in my life.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? A what?
It's Jufro, Jewish fro. That's what he calls it.
Can we say that?
I'm not sure. I let Murphy
is that like?
I would sometimes. Fuck, man. Like,
I do hear myself. I do. That was classic.
You can say
she yells at me she yells at me all the time for saying stuff, and I never once said that because I know she would she would kill me. So that was crazy.
Hold on, let me change the subject for just a second.
Okay. No, I want to keep hearing about that. I never heard that term before. But go ahead.
I need Murphy to tell us the rest of the story too, but I got to ask her a question first.
Okay.
Murphy, why do you always launch your Kickstarters a week before mine? What the fuck, man?
We launch them whenever they're ready. It was
fucked up, Murphy. It's fucked up. All right, now get back to the question.
So I have a character that's based off of him, and he's called Fro Man, and he's got an afro that covers his eyes. So all you can see is his mouth, and it's an interdimensional fro, so he can pull things in and out of it. And then he has his villain is a woman. Can you guys want to take a wild guess what she's called?
I don't. I get in enough trouble. I get in enough trouble on my own, and I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. That's no. I'm not la.
I don't like being the only one on the screen.
I'm not listening. La.
Here's the deal. I usually like to switch it up. So whoever's like talking, like I'll throw it on them as the only person on the screen. So a lot of times, like, all right, see, this is the first time I've done it to myself, but like whenever, it didn't work out well, right? So We got to get Lewis on there.
Okay, we gotta put that last comment up on the screen. Her name is in fact Bush Girl. Congratulations!
Oh my God!
And she yep, same thing. Interdimensional Bush. I always imagine there's someone running at her, and then he trips, and he just goes, whoop, just disappears.
There you go. That's awesome.
But he's honestly, they are in the Merc universe. Froman is in Miss Meow #1. He's at the Merc Gala. I put him in there just so I could, like, you know, once we get to the point that it's free flowing and we're just making comics, you know, I definitely want to get that out there.
You may not like it, but accept it because that's the way that it is.
Wow.
All right. Lewis, your turn.
I got nothing after the last character name. That's like, wow. Oof. I'm embarrassed just to, wow. The things I say get me in trouble, and just for having a good time, and then this comes out.
I've never had anyone have a negative reaction to that. I didn't know it was bad.
I was just looking out, making sure that, like, the PTA doesn't call or something like that. Wow. Holy moly. That's just what's next? Penis head or something? Like, wow, jeez. What the hell?
Lewis!
What? What?
It's comic
See?
books. It's the funny pages. It's supposed to be funny.
Well, never mind. I'm just going to dance.
Let's take a break for just a second and let's show you something cool. These are the 8 covers. We have 9, actually, 10 at the moment that we're going to have on here. But from left to right, that's Rich Box up at the top left, Sarah Frazetta, top middle, Ellie Garza in the top middle as well. And then at the top right, it's Brett Okamura, Stephen Palava at the bottom right, Piper Rudich, bottom right middle, Steph Wilson, bottom left middle. And then Dennis Zrout making his cover debut. I'm really proud of that dude. It's going to be a really good time, guys. Sean Forney's cover will be on there as well, with Sapphire Nova making the first ever cosplay cover, which should be pretty damn sick. Pretty excited about that. Murphy, let's talk about Death Watch coming out next month.
Death Rage.
Excuse me. That's Chad Harden's. Death Rage is what I meant to say. I am so sorry.
Yeah, we've got Death Rage #4 is coming out on Kickstarter next month. I'm really excited about this. You get into, so Fire Kiss is it was my first original character in the universe, and this issue really focuses on her, and you find out about her past, and you actually learn about the subs in this universe. And so it's like the mutants, or it's the people that have natural powers. It's not something that they weren't created. They were just born, and they're evolved. And so we get into that. And there's also
who's this character based after?
Who? Fire Kiss?
Yes, I'm interested now. I'm invested.
This was just off the dome.
off the dome.
Off the dome.
Okay, I'm just wondering it because you were gonna say some redheaded chick or something like that, and I was
about to say something about her mom, but I feel like now you're not gonna take it seriously. So
no, I wouldn't have. I was just curious. Look we kicked Mark out of the room. Project done, mission accomplished. So, you've been involved in comics for what, 7 years?
Yeah, I've been in the comics industry since 2015. Yeah. Okay,
so all right, so 7 years. What is your final goal? What is your end game? Where do you want to go? When are you going to say, this is my plateau, this is my end game, this is where I want it to be, this is where I am actually killing
she's doing pretty damn good right now with where she's at.
I have
makes so much.
I have no end game. Everything that I do is unexpected, and it always leads to something else unexpected, and so I'm just gonna keep
following your name.
This.
All right.
Lewis, you're going to be at AEW next week, right?
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about that real quick.
It's wrestling.
That is great. Thanks, man. All right, Murphy.
Boom, Adam Cole.
Who's your
Wow,
dream
that's what
artist
we're
you
gonna.
have on your project?
What?
What?
It's this, Mark. It's gold. It's all about the gold. Okay. It's this. This is what it's about. Am I gonna be in the ring? No. Those days for me are over. They're done. They're kaput. But will I be rubbing elbows? Yes. Will I be shaking babies? No. Will I be shaking hands? Yes. Because I was fortunate enough to get AEW. Where did she go? She's gone. See, Mark, you scared her away.
I'm about to answer the question of somebody in the comments.
Oh, Mark's not posting them. He's not doing his job. He's getting off topic.
You're actually right here for a second. And Murphy, who's your dream artist to have on your project?
Jack Purcell. DC Comics, Marvel Comics, maybe. Joe St. Pierre, Marvel Comics.
Why don't you
DC
promote
Comics.
me on the other shows the way you promote these guys on my show? Why?
That
That hurts
Mark
my
May.
feelings. I love you.
Mark
I
May.
listen to you to see how you're doing during the week, just because I know nobody else loves you the way I do.
She loves me.
I mean, oh gosh. I mean, it's. I feel like
It's such a tough question, isn't
it's
it?
the easy answer to say Campbell, but I mean, to have a Campbell cover would be, to me, I feel like that would be. It would be like we're legit now. Like we're real. If Campbell will do a cover for us, then that means we're real. But there's someone, Mike, in the comments asked what comics I like to read. So the short answer, Saga is one of my favorite series that's come out in the last decade. I picked it up at a Comic-Con, and then it was pretty much immediately into it. But I actually do. I think because so many people support our comics on Kickstarter, I like to go out of my way to go and find Kickstarters to support, because I feel like it'd be wrong to be doing this and to have so many people like helping us make our comics. So I really like to go and support Kickstarter comics. This is one that I got recently that is one of the most beautiful things I've gotten.
Mark, put it on one screen.
It is a gorgeous cover. And the
that's
book
beautiful.
itself is just, I mean, it's incredible. Like the interior art. So look at that. Like it's so intricate.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Who's the creator? Who's the creator on that?
M. Babbitt is what it says.
Okay.
Get the full Matthew Babbitt, and it was this, and then also Carbon Steel was the book that they were campaigning. I'm lucky I got a whole bookshelf right here, so I can just grab all this shit.
That is so what your success in Kickstarters? You launched the same week as Mark or the week before as Mark. What kind of tiers do you offer? What do you find? I mean, I see. I do talk to a lot of people with Kickstarters. Mark can tell you that. And I always find it interesting what the different creators offer for rewards and different tiers. What do you find that's a success to offer for different tiers? Do you think collectors like the foil covers, or do you think that they like an autograph, or do you think they like it simple? How do you feel? What do they like, or what do you like? Spill it.
Our top selling tier is almost always just the straight up regular retail variant. For us, it's always $10. And that's great. That means that the majority of the people that back our campaign are backing it to read it. And that's, as the writer, makes me very happy. But then after that, our second popular tier is usually always like a variant set of like a trade and a virgin. And then, so, I've workshopped different ways to set it up. And what we do now, I think is working really well, where we do the trade and the virgin as a regular tiers. And then any of the specialty covers. So like the foil, the metal, like lava foil, any of that stuff we put as add-ons. So that way we can limit them and it makes them like more special.
You do what I do. It's the same thing. Same thing we do, Lewis. That's the standard these days for Kickstarters on the.
So what do you find is an acceptable? You say you go to a con. What do you find an acceptable price to sell your book for?
I mean, I try to keep our prices the same across the board. I don't want people on Kickstarter to feel like they got gypped ever. The only time we put something on sale on our website, it's like if we've had it for like over a year,
Well, I'm saying like if you're at a con, it's like I feel not as as a creator, but as a talk show host, and as as an entertainer. Mark will tell you about my background, going to many cons and being invited to many cons and doing what this young lady and I do. I can see a lot of different creators. They have their books out on their table and they want to sell this property and they want to get this property out there. And they're either not acting very humble or they're very, oh, yeah, well, I drew this and da, 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 da. And they have a young kid that, oh my God, this is so fantastic. How much is that book? Oh, that's $200. It's up. How are they going to sell it for that amount of money to get a new reader? That's why I'm asking you, what do you think is an acceptable price to get your property out there to get somebody to read that book?
I mean, there's a reason you have tiers. You gotta have
exactly.
That
Yeah.
you have to have that one. At
Mhm.
cons, especially, we're lucky enough that we were able to put out at least 2 comics, before we started going to shows. And so,
Mhm.
or we had 3 comics, and so I would go out and I would say, they're $10 each, or you get, 3 for 20. Like trying to, I've always been, if you want people to read all of your books, then give them all of the books for a little bit cheaper. And then, that's the main goal is to get readers. And
Yeah.
something
Good
that I
answer.
do in conventions is that when you're a new comic book company, you're not doing cons to really make a ton of profit. You're doing cons to get out there and to get recognized and to have people, start to get to know you. And I think that the profitability of comic cons for indie comics it's a couple of years process. You got to get people to get to know you before they're
Yeah,
going to start really.
Good answer. That's exactly what I was looking for. Because I see many people, I mean, cocky people, they could be sitting there and they're like, oh, well, this book is this. Well, how is that kid that saved up his money all year long to go to this convention gonna buy this book and hopefully fall in love with these characters that you created if you're charging an outlandish amount of
You
money
sell
for it?
them the $20 version. You don't sell them the $200 version
But why even put that $200 version on the table in front
for
of
the
the kid?
extra collector, for the
I
guy
mean,
who wants to
I'm not
read
saying
and
don't put
file.
the $200 version on the table.
Yeah.
You still want it
Okay.
out there. You might have someone that looks at it and just realizes, oh my God, I dreamt about this last night. I must have it. Like, bring your expensive shit, but don't expect that to be, your
Exactly.
main course.
Yeah. I got it. No, I was just asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking a question. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Awesome.
You took
Promo
it.
time.
I
It
got
is
it.
promo time.
Yeah, I already did all my promos at the beginning of the show and
I mean, you've been promoing all damn day, so I mean, but we got to get the good one in at the end here. So,
give me a couple more minutes. Let me think of something.
okay, well then, in the meantime, we're gonna play a video. Murphy, you got time for me to play a quick video?
Can I grab a drink while you do that?
You absolutely can grab
What
a
kind
drink.
of-
You could have grabbed a
grab
drink
a
the
drink?
entire time we were sitting here. Jeez, I'm sorry. All right, guys, we're gonna play the Jengar and Shred 2 hype video. It's that moment you've all been waiting for. Mr.
I don't
Lewis.
know. I don't know. Let's see. The Mark May Show, where the women wear bikinis that are small, but their heels are tall. Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. The Mark May Show. Mark, you put me on the spot, and I can't do it right now because my brain is kind of small. I'm tired and need to go to bed because the alarm clock raises at 4. I don't know. I'm already gassed out from doing this before.
All right, I'm going to take over.
I got nothing. Without a shadow of a doubt, I was in.
You will see him next Wednesday after next, not this coming up Wednesday, because the motherfucker's going to wrestling. But when he comes back, you better expect that we're going to tag up and be the fucking tag team champions of the podcast industry again. Fuck yeah! How about that, Lewis?
There's only one champ.
I didn't stutter the entire time, though. I had a clear, thoughtful message.
Murphy, it was nice meeting you.
It was nice to meet you too. Good to see you, Mark.
I am Louis Perry. You can find me each and every week on the Angry Geek Show. This is Mark May. Check him out on the Mayhem Show, which I do plug on my show. So there. I do. If you watch Faces and Heels, the other show that I'm on with Inksling and Jack Purcell from DC Comics, you would hear that I plugged you last night. So how about that?
Sounds good.
And
yeah.
While you're here, go check out Miss Meow #4 on Kickstarter. Going live until next Friday.
Tell these people where they can find you. This show ain't over yet.
Oh, all right. Well, like I said, Miss Meow #4 is on Kickstarter until next Friday. Just search Miss Meow #4. I'm on Instagram. Just search Murphey, all one word, and then everything else search Merc Publishing, and you will find all of our pages. We've got a page for every comic that we do, and then we also are on Twitter. Search at Merc Magazine.
All right, Murphy, I got one more question for you before we go.
Okay.
What's your favorite Hellbringers book?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. Oh, this is going to be good.
I literally just saw it. Da, 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 da. Oh my God. I literally just saw it. I swear to God. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it now. God damn it.
It's totally cool. It's totally cool. Just to know you have one's pretty cool in itself.
I
just
do.
So,
I definitely know. I've got a couple of them.
just so you know.
A specific place I put all.
I got all your stickers on my drawing table.
I love
for the
that.
merch stuff. Just so you know. Just because, you know, I'm just happy you've made it as far as you've made it. I'm happy to have made it as far as I've made it. Hopefully we can continue to progress in this industry and, you know, do big things. So it's been awesome to have you on the show. Seriously. Do you want to talk about anything else before we get off here?
No. I mean, we're pretty much covered everything. Thank you for having me on. It was a good time.
I'm happy you finally had a chance to come on. And I just got to tell you, it's amazing to talk to you, my friend. I know we only get to do it like maybe once every 3 years these days, but stay in touch. We'll see you soon. Guys, that was Murphey Luedke on the show, everyone. She's out. Merc in the house right here. Guys, thanks for joining the show tonight. Episode 52 of the Mayhem Show. It has been a blast to have you all. You can see the drawing table behind me. I almost got to get back to it. We were only able to afford an hour tonight for the show. Everybody who's watched, thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking out the show. We're going to leave you with a couple of videos tonight to check out. Jengar and Shred 2, Jurassic Massacre coming very, very soon. 2 days, ladies and gentlemen. We just got done with edits on Valak today. So we're going to be sending that into the printer next week, almost as we're launching. It's going to be great. So here's the video, guys. Guys, Ralph Shifts asked, where is Steph Wilson's cover? He was actually a little bit later on the cover, so we actually didn't get it in. If you noticed, a lot of the covers didn't have the color in it. Also, Steven didn't make that promo video because Steven turned in his cover 3 weeks after we did the promo video. If you guys actually watched the original promo video, you will see that this was made before most of the people turned in their covers. Trust me, there is Steph Wilson. Guys, these are the covers right here that you will be seeing, plus 2 more. As you can see, there's Stephen Palava's cover, bottom right. Steph Wilson's cover, bottom middle left, guys. Jeez. You almost turned on me quicker than a... Just saying, man. That was fucking fucked up. All right, so we're going to leave you with one more video, ladies and gentlemen. One more video. And we'll update the Jengar and Shred 2 cover videos when we can with all these covers that'll be in Friday. Make sure to check out the Kickstarter, please. We need your fucking help to be able to get funded. Here we go, guys. Hellbringers 2022 hype video. There's 3 chapters left. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the show for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. We're coming out for him soon. Going to be awesome. Awesome. Here we go, guys. We are just going to go ahead and play the ending of the show tonight. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. It has been a hell of a time.